Hey everyone, welcome back to my weekly predictions for the 2017 season. I'm Namsnoodle. Uh, just to recap, again, I had another great week. Just looking at week 13 recap, I went 12 and 4. The games I got wrong was the Thursday night game between Dallas and Washington. Uh, Kansas City and New York Jets. I had said that was going to be the last time I picked the Chiefs if they had lost. Uh, you'll see if I kept my word there. The Minnesota Vikings versus the Atlanta Falcons and Philadelphia Eagles and Seattle Seahawks. I even after I picked the Eagles, I was thinking throughout the whole week. I probably should have picked the Seahawks, but nonetheless, I still went 12 and 4 and finished great. I am now 125 and 66 to date for this season predictions. Let's go into week 14, starting with Thursday night's game, Atlanta at New Orleans. I like New Orleans. They're riding high. They just beat the Carolina Panthers in a good game. Atlanta coming off a tough loss against Minnesota Vikings. New Orleans is always good at home. They're tough to beat there. Seattle versus Jacksonville. I say they ride the momentum and continue to build off the big win against the Philadelphia Eagles, and they advanced to 9-4. So I'm going with the Seahawks. Green Bay versus Cleveland. Green Bay needs to run the table probably if they want any chance of making playoffs. This is a must win. It should be an easy win. I have the Packers over the Browns. Oakland versus Kansas City. I guess I did not keep my word. I'm going with the Chiefs. Uh, but I have no words. Why did I go? Why am I still going with the Chiefs? Still going with the Chiefs. Detroit versus Tampa Bay. I think Detroit is faltering a little bit. Tampa Bay uh, had a shot to beat Green Bay last week. They went to overtime but came away with a loss. Minnesota versus Carolina. Minnesota, I am not uh, taking them lightly, but I'm just going to go with Carolina in this one. I just think Cam Newton. I just think it's going to be interesting to see what Minnesota's defense will be like and see if they can contain Cam Newton. But that's going to be the matchup there between it's Cam Newton versus the Minnesota defense. I'm going to say Cam Newton has a good day and Panthers come away with the win. San Francisco at Houston. I'm going to go with Houston. Cincinnati versus Chicago. I'm going to go with Cincy. They had a 10-0 lead and then they got outscored 23-10 against the Steelers uh, with a tough loss. But I'm going to say they're playing Chicago. I'm going to say Cincinnati should come away with the win there. New York Jets versus Denver. I'm going to pick the Jets. Denver's just playing terrible. Jets are. I think they're a team that is actually that is probably what their record indicates that they are. Maybe even a little better. There's a couple games that they had the chance to win and it slipped away. But and the Jets and they were down when I last I saw it was 14-0 against the Chiefs and they still came back and won a good game for them. So I'm going with the Jets here. Indianapolis versus Buffalo. I'm going with Buffalo. Tennessee versus Arizona. Tennessee 8-4. They're in good position uh, to take the lead in the AFC South. So I'm going with the Titans there. Washington versus the LA Chargers. One has thought the LA Chargers would have been in position to be in the lead for their own division, the AFC West. We're going with the Chargers. Philadelphia versus LA Rams. I'm gonna say the Eagles take another hit and fall to 10-3, but they're still a good team. But I'm gonna go with the LA Rams winning this. Baltimore versus Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh. They're the more all around better team in all aspects of the game. Dallas versus New York Giants. I'm going to go with Dallas, but the New York Giants finally fired Ben McAdoo. And then the Monday night game between New England and Miami, I'm going with New England, but Tom Brady needs to step it up a bit because statistically he's not doing all that great. And yes, the Patriots still find ways to win, but I don't think that can continue to happen, especially in the playoffs. It's a different season. Those are my picks for Week 14 for the 2017 NFL season. Feel free to let me know whether you agree or disagree. And with that said, as always, I'm Nam, and always use your noodle.